Hey everyone, how's it going? Today we're in Japan and I thought I'd take you guys along on a shopping trip. We're gonna go visit a few stores. I'll see and try and film everything I can, barring of course them not allowing me to. Hopefully that's not gonna be the case. So without wasting any more time, let's head right into it and go shopping in Tokyo. So today is actually my third day in Tokyo. I hope you guys can hear me because there's a train passing by and we've had a bit of a late morning. However, we just got to Nakameguro and after some much needed coffee and excellent banana bread with espresso butter, mind you, in the place right behind me called Onibus Cafe. Very highly recommend that. We're gonna head into the first shop. Best packing store. This one was not actually one of the saved stores on my map. I randomly stumbled on it on my way to the next store I was on my way to check out, which was one very happy coincidence because this store was a gem. It not only stocks one of my favorite brands, Our Legacy, as well as classics like La Mer and Maison Margiela, but also a couple of Japanese brands I had never heard of before, the likes of Allege and Seal. Those two definitely stood out to me as they had really beautiful ready-to-wear pieces. I honestly could have so easily gone bankrupt in there if it weren't the start of the day and only the first stop I had made thus far. So if you're into well-curated essentials, this place is a dream. Just a short couple minutes walk along the Meguro River, where running into cute little pubs is just something mundane, my next stop is Cover Court, a place I had saved on my map months ago. If you're into Japanese brands, you've probably come across this name online. It's the retail arm of NonNative, which of course I visited right after since they're right next door. But Cover Court stocks so much more. Think of it as a carefully curated selection of everything you need in life, from clothes to sneakers and home goods. What I really liked about this store is the balance they're able to strike, from female versus male lines to foreign versus Japanese brands, as well as outdoorsy versus put together style. And speaking of brands, visiting the store, I discovered another couple of brands I had never heard of before. The German Polyploid and the Japanese Blurms. They were the standouts for me, both with relaxed silhouettes, simple designs, and great fabrics. Honestly, everything I love seeing from a brand. Notably, Cover Court also had a few North Face purple label pieces, which are Japan exclusive, so that was really cool to see. Overall, if you're looking for a mix of practical, stylish, and premium menswear in one place, Cover Court is a one-stop shop. Now, as mentioned, my next stop was NonNative, which is just right across the road from Cover Court. It is such a simple and beautiful space, and they specialize in wearable, high-quality utilitarian pieces with just the right amount of edge. Honestly, this is not necessarily right up my alley, but it was so close to Cover Court, so a bit of a no-brainer really to check out. So after a very quick coffee stop, we move on to explore Nakameguro deeper in towards the next stop on the list, 1LDK. Witnessing some adorable scenes on the way and snapping a few checkout shots, we finally get to 1LDK and 1LDK Apartments right across the road. Now, this is probably one of the most well-known clothing stores in Tokyo, and thus far it was probably my favorite shop of the bunch. The place is incredibly cool and non-pretentious, the staff extremely helpful, and of course, they stock some absolute gems. Admittedly, I wanted to buy half the store, but as weak as the Japanese yen may be nowadays, it would have again bankrupted me for sure. Like this shirt I really like from the Italian Crustacea would have set me back some 100,000 Japanese yen, which is around 670 USD give or take, so yeah, not quite there yet. Anywho, I ended up trying on this pair of pants from 1LDK's own brand, which I absolutely love. However, they were a bit too cropped for my liking. Fun story though, one of the staff members lent me his shoes to try on the pants with, because I had my boots on and really wanted to see how the pants looked with low profile shoes. Absolutely stellar service. After a 7-second walk crossing the street, we get to 1LDK Apartments. This space is mostly focused on 1LDK's women's wear, but it also houses a cafe you can unwind in. They did have a few menswear pieces, including, to my surprise, my favorite Danish MF pen, which I was very pleasantly surprised to see. Alright, it is 3 p.m. and I'm heading for late lunch. Unfortunately, my microphone has just died, so I don't know if you guys can hear me, but the rest of this video will be voiceover. So I'll see you in a little bit after I've had some sustenance and we'll keep on with the tour.
After a tiring first half of the day, we head off to lunch. This was arguably my favorite meal in Japan. I'm not too big on meats typically, but holy smokes, this was cooked to perfection. The combination of the different toppings and sauces made this meal unforgettable.
Alright, just had lunch and it was incredible, as hope you're able to tell from those shots. Now we're heading out to Capital. As far as I know, there's 3 stores right next to each other. I don't know how much we'll be able to film in. I've seen a lot of creators and videos trying to film inside and have been told off, so we'll see. I'll try and sneak in a few shots, but no promises. And yes, we are getting a cap because we're simply running out of time. There's so much I want to check out and there's just not enough time. So yeah, hopefully see you at Capital.
Now we're stepping into something completely different. Capital, specifically Capital Naked. If you know Capital, you know they don't play by the rules. It's equal parts heritage denim, folk art, and avant-garde streetwear. It's a Japanese institution and I feel privileged to have been able to check it out. And if Capital Naked is all about statement pieces, Capital Legs is all about denim.
Alright, so I just walked out of Capital naked, and yeah, as I predicted, filming was not allowed. As you saw, I managed to sneak in a few shots, but there was a huge sign saying influencers not allowed, which technically doesn't apply to me. I'm not an influencer, right? But anyway, I'm heading into the other 2 Capital stores now, which are just around the corner. So yeah, let's see if I can sneak in a few shots there too.
This is where you go for Capital's signature jeans, workwear, and the pieces that made them famous. Capital's denim is next level. Every pair feels like a work of art. Heavy salvage, insane distressing, and that perfect vintage look right off the rack. Now I really wanted to pick something up from Capital, and I tried a couple of pieces on. Really the only ones in the entire store that existed in my size. But even those were either way too tight or way too large on my waist. So unfortunately I walked out empty-handed. The day ended on Cat Street. We made a quick stop at the Levis store there for some quick denim customization for my girlfriend's new pickups, after which I just had to make use of the aesthetically pleasing backdrops to get some snaps and fit check vids for the socials.
Alright, it is around 6:30, almost 7. Sun is almost going down. You can see some colors in the sky, and I am on Cat Street, and it's a damn cool street, much like really anything in Japan. I think I've run out of battery for today. As you saw, I tried I tried like 5 pairs of jeans in Capital, and fortunately none of them fit. So I walked out of that shop empty-handed, which is a bit sad, but we're gonna do a bit more tomorrow. I'm gonna head up to a department store, which is not amazing, but they've got some cool shops there. So we're gonna do that tomorrow, and I will hopefully bring you along with. There's a cool cafe right behind me, so I'm gonna go grab my last coffee of the day, which is very, very late. I love how people are kind of conscious of me filming, which is not very typical in Japan because literally everybody is filming. So but yeah, I'm gonna go grab one last coffee and call it quits for tonight.